So we'll be covering the next half of the chapter of demand for class 12th ISC today. So the topic first that I'm going to discuss is, why does demand curve slopes downward? You have seen that the demand curve has such a slope, right? Now why it is sloping downward is, the first is law of diminishing marginal utility. That means the utilizing power, or the capacity to satisfy the want, keeps on decreasing. That is why the law of demand slopes downward. Then the income effect, as the income is same, the price will have an inverse relation. Then the substitution effect, if the substitute have the constant price, there will be you can say a downward slope of the demand, right? Increase in number of consumers, the consumers are increasing, but because of the prices, if prices will also increase, the demand will be constant, and it will fall down. Then the things have several uses. That is why we can say the demand curve slopes downward. Next is exception to the law of demand. There are certain inferior goods that act as an exception to the law of demand. Why? Because the inferior goods are basically those goods which are used by each and every person. For example, wheat has an increase in the price, so obviously the people will start using a cheaper crop. That means maybe they'll start consuming maize because of that. So the price of maize may fluctuate a little bit, but it will not be as much as wheat. That is why it will be demanded, and it will be an exception to the law of demand. Next is article of snow appeal. That means diamond. Diamond is really very expensive, but because people want to show the status of, maybe they'll buy more diamond because of their the expensive you can say price as well. Then expectation, maybe the people are feeling that gold, for example, gold will increase, the price of gold will increase as it is increasing from the last years, right? So maybe they'll start consuming more gold. Why? Because they have the expectation that it may more increase. Then emergencies, at the time of emergency, if the prices are increasing also, then also the people are ready to buy at the given price. For example, right now also, because of the COVID-19, there are certain shopkeepers which are selling the mask for 60, 70, 80 rupees, which is costing them just 10 to 20 rupees. But the people want to buy it because it is a necessity and it is an emergency situation. Next is quality price relationship. Certain time that because of the quality, the people prefer high price goods as well. For example, a normal Lux soap and Lux International, some people are like the more the price, the good quality will be served, right? So let us consume that only. So price will not have an effect if a person is looking for a quality. Then movement along the curve, extension and contraction of the demand curve. Extension means demand will increase once the prices decrease. There is an extension in the demand on the decrease of the price, so the curve will extend from this to this point. Then contraction means when the prices are increasing, the demand will decrease on the contrary of the extension. Other things are being constant, no other changes has been done. Then we have increase and decrease of demand. Increase of demand means it may be the result of increase in income. The price is same, price over here is same, the demand is increasing or decreasing. Demand, for example, Q1 and Q2, it is increasing. Why? Because at the same time, maybe the income of the person has increased, maybe the prices of related goods have increased, maybe there's a expectation, more expectation of the price rise is there, or population has increased, or the taste of and preference of the people have increased. So that is why there will be an increase in the demand curve. Decrease in the demand will be at the same time. What is the decrease? It is a leftward shift in the demand curve. The original demand curve is dt, this is d1 shown showing the increase, and d2 is showing the decrease, d2. So it is a leftward shift in the demand curve, which is because of the maybe decrease in income, maybe decrease in the prices of the related goods, maybe decrease in the expectations, maybe decrease in the population, maybe decrease in the taste and preference for a particular commodity. So this was the chapter demand for you all students. Please copy the notes and solve all the things in your draw all the diagrams in your notebooks, and be safe. Thank you.